What up, homeless jabroni, and welcome back to my favorite comic book pages and panels for the week of February 4th. Alright, what's good, y'all? Let's dive right into this shit. So, first issue we're going to be talking about today is Old Man Logan by Ed Brisson, Mike Deodato, excuse me. And let's jump right into the shit. If you don't know, quick catch up for the storyline. Maestro came to our timeline to fuck shit up. Old Man Logan, he's come to this timeline due to Secret Wars bullshit. And both these forces are here and they're gonna fucking collide. So we got this 2-page spread, but it's like comprised of like many fucking sub panels. It's like fucking awesome.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Mike Deodato really outdid himself here. You know what's interesting about these panels is that, you know, they go at it. Maestro and Old Man Logan, they fucking go at it. And, you know, Hulk and Wolverine, this is a big fan debate. Like, people have been talking about who would actually win between Wolverine and the Hulk for years. The first appearance of Wolverine, I believe, was him in a Hulk comic. So, like, it was Hulk versus Wolverine. So, like, dude, people have been talking about this shit for years. So this is just another variation on that argument. And in the following page, we see another set of panels where the Maestro's like, okay, I'm leaking. So I'm gonna dip because you might actually kill me. And he also says something or other along the lines of, oh, you are the Wolverine I remember. Because in like 2 issues prior or 1 issue prior, he said like, oh, you're not the Wolverine I remember. You're this old, beaten down little bitch. And he's like, nah, I take that shit back. He's like, I take that shit back. I'm out. But what I think is the most interesting thing about this fight, because I was under the assumption that Maestro would easily beat the shit out of Old Man Logan, but then I realized within the series, because they cover this, I believe in the Old Man Logan second issue of this series, not like the original Mark Millar Old Man Logan. This Old Man Logan, this run, Wolverine says that like he has like an established way that he goes after Hulks after fighting them for so long. So he has experience. And he's still very nimble despite being an old man, and he still has adamantium claws, which can cut through Hulk's skin. So like he can stack up to a Hulk very well. It's just that if he gets hit, it's gonna be days before he actually probably heals properly. Like properly. He'll probably heal up, but like the thing is, he gets aches, he gets pains, you know, and like as hard as Hulk's be hitting, sending a nigga flying and shit, like I doubt he's like really he doesn't really heal like that. He's brought down to a much more human level. But let's not get it twisted though. Like he still recovers from wild ass injuries in the series, way faster than any other normal human would. So there's that. He could still regenerate limbs and all that shit. It's still Wolverine we're talking about. It's just gonna take him like, I want to say like 24 hours, a lot longer to like fully heal. So there's that. There's my first couple of panels right there. Moving on to the next issue, Scarlet Spider, issue number 6. This particular run, it's the current run with Peter David and artist Will Sliney. I love this guy's art. His the way that he draws Kane especially is really awesome. But moving on to the panels that are my favorite within the issue. So there are these random dudes that are like going around and shooting up shit, like literally. And yeah, sure, I could believe that. This is the Marvel Universe. You don't really need much of a reason to write a story or have the story move forward. So there's a bunch of these dudes that are just going around Las Vegas where Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly, is currently. And, you know, they're just shooting shit up. So they shoot this one lady in her leg. And like her baby carriage, like it starts rolling away. So she's like, "Oh my god, no!" And you know, fucking Ben Reilly comes, saves it, saves the baby, not saves it, saves the baby. and he immediately grabs the gun and shoots the guy in his leg. He's like, blow. He's like, yo, that's for her leg. Bah, that's for her arm. And she immediately, she's like, yo, Spider-Man, please don't do it. Don't. This is not justice. You can't. Don't do this for me. This is not the way. Do you not know the way?
That's about the merge. Do you know the way? Do you know the way? Do you know the way? Do you know the way?
This is not the way, Spider-Man. This is not the way. And Ben Reilly, he's like, I'm not fucking Spider-Man. But he breaks the gun. He breaks the pistol. And he punches the guy in the face. He knocks him out. And in the following panel, we see him monologue about how he should have killed the shit out of those guys. And he hasn't felt anger like that in a really, really long time. And that the last time he felt that much anger is when, like, Uncle Ben died. So I was like, yo, like, you could feel the emotion. It's building up in my chest just talking about it. Those character moments is really what I live for when reading comics, you know? Especially for somebody like Ben Reilly. And I posted these a few panels on Instagram today, and I was just saying that I'm sorry, Kane Parker, but Ben Reilly has officially become more interesting than you. I'm sorry. Like, listen, I love Kane. I fucking love Kane. I read the 2012 Scarlet Spider series by Christopher Yost. Fucking loved it, right? But Ben Reilly has officially became more nuanced in personality than Ben Reilly has, because he is, and he's not necessarily evil, but he's a good person that does evil things, or he tries to achieve good people goals through evil means. There we go. That's the best way of explaining it. And it's really interesting because he's trying to find a better way. He's really trying, but he's not always succeeding. And he doesn't want to be this anymore. He doesn't want to be he knows it's wrong, and he knows there's something wrong with him, but you know, he's still he's fighting against this nature. So it's pretty interesting. And what's even more interesting is Kane does not like Ben Reilly. He wants to kill him. He's like, no, you gotta die. You gotta answer for that shit you did in Clone Conspiracy. If you haven't read Clone Conspiracy, summation of the event is pretty much and super duper spoilers. Ben Reilly essentially becomes the new Jackal, and he clones a bunch of people that like have a disease. He clones them and the totality of everything that they are, which is kind of crazy. But he didn't really actually fix the original bodies. He just took the original people and just kind of left them in like a basement somewhere, and they still all have diseases and shit like that. So he did nothing to cure the actual diseases. He just took their DNA, and somehow, some way, they can remember everything that happened to them up to the point of when they died. And essentially, these clone bodies, they degenerated, and it was a whole thing. Basically, Ben Reilly became a big villain. And he escaped Clone Conspiracy, and he came to Nevada, Las Vegas to hide out. That's how that happened. So Kane remembers this, and Kane is like, nah, nigga, I remember what you did. You're a monster. And Ben is like, no, I deadass had good intentions. Yo, deadass, yo, bro, like, chill out. So it's a really interesting thing. Kane is more straight edge. He's all or nothing. He doesn't really operate in a gray area. You know, he doesn't really, he's like, nah, that nigga's gotta die. If we not killing him, then we beating his ass. If we not beating his ass, then we incapacitating him in some way. He's very straight edge. Ben Reilly's like, maybe we can, like, get away with fucking him up. And, you know, and, like, he'll be in a room full of superheroes, and he'll say some shit. Like that old person stole somebody's candy. we could probably fuck that old person up just to let that nigga know not to do it again, right? And everybody will be like, nigga, what? Like, yeah, so that's the kind of person Ben Reilly is, which is far more interesting because he's unpredictable. But we got off on a tangent. Let's get back on track. And the next couple of panels, coincidentally enough, is in another Scarlet Spider issue. So this is issue number 10. By the way, like, I was marathoning Scarlet Spider because I had a lot of issues that I needed to catch up on. So I was just marathoning Scarlet Spider because I remember reading the first 5 issues and remember really, really enjoying it. I love Peter David. And I love Scarlet Spider. I love Spider-Man continuity. So we're going to keep on a-trucking. So we're going to keep on moving to issue number 10, like I said before. And in issue number 10, he beats up, and this is what I was referring to before. So he beats up this guy that owns a casino. And the reason he beats up this guy that owns a casino is because he was trying to cure the daughter of a woman who owns another casino. These two people that own the casinos, they're brother and sister, and he was beating up this lady's brother. I forgot. I can't be bothered to remember what her name is. This is what she looks like. Bam, you have a visual reference. So there you go. But her brother is like a rival casino owner, and he claims that she's mad evil and he needs to take her out of business or whatever the case may be. But through a series of events, he makes life really, really hard for her. And mind you, this is post Secret Empire, so she's using her casino as like a place of relief, for relief efforts for people in Nevada, Las Vegas after the events of Secret Empire. And she's doing this huge humanitarian effort. So when she's bringing food for all these people in her casino, her brother, the rival casino owner, is like sending the Hornet to, like, you know, stop that and like fuck up the deliveries. So, you know, through all of that, you know, Ben Reilly's like, alright, look, so here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna fucking stop that shit. And he's like, boy, you don't even know the half of it. I haven't begun to start fucking with my sister. And he's like, oh, word? Beats his ass. Oh, lordy lord. He fucks this nigga up. Jesus Christ, did he beat this? Honestly, I was with it at first. If he was like, but he don't know restraint, you feel me? He really fucked this nigga up. I was like, oh shit, yo, man, chill. Yo, Ben, chill. Yo. So he really, really, really fucked them up. And, yeah, I just really love those panels. It was just Ben Reilly beating a guy's ass for what he feels to be a justifiable reason. And I just love it. For the struggle that Ben Reilly particularly is going through, I love it. So, yeah, there you go. And the final piece of favoritism that we have for this week comes from Amazing Spider-Man number 794 by Dan Slott, Christus Cage, and Stuart Immonen. I gotta say, really quick, Stuart Immonen, his art on Dan Slott's final, like I want to say 30, 40 issues of Amazing Spider-Man, really, really good. I've really, really appreciated his art in the last few volumes of Dan Slott's run. And I'm really sad to see Dan Slott go. I believe he's going to go like issue 800. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's the issue where Dan Slott is getting off the book and then moving over to Invincible Iron Man. So really, really, really going to miss Dan Slott. This man is legendary for what he did with Spider-Man and how far he took the character. So all I gotta say is you could rest, Dan Slott. You could rest. You did a good job. And my favorite page from this issue is the last page. As an issue, it was okay. But it's the last page, and the last page is a splash page, and it's Norman Osborn with a piece of the Carnage symbiote in a container. This is supposed to lead to the whole Red Goblin thing. So I'm hype as shit. I literally screamed. I was like, I screamed some unholy fucking scream. Oh my god. So, yeah. And, let's just talk about this for a few seconds. Like, so Red Goblin, right? This is what he's going to be. He's essentially, because Norman Osborn, because the Goblin formula no longer works on him. He has been studying the mystical arts, and now that he has the Carnage symbiote, bro, he's gonna be broken. That means that Spider Sense is not going to work on him. Plus, Norman Osborn by himself already is already a problem for Peter Parker. He is shown to be very capable, just being himself, just being this meticulous, creep. He's just shown himself to be very capable. So now we're giving him magic and the Carnage symbiote, bro. Power scaling wise, this nigga's gonna be broken. Like, oh my god. So I can't fucking wait. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. What you guys think this is gonna be. What you got? How hype are you guys for the Red Goblin? If you are hype at all, do you think it's just gimmicky bullshit? I don't. I think this is gonna be that shit, y'all. But if you have any other favorite panels, pages, please tell me about them in the comments below. And that'll do it for me, Jabroni God. Peace the fuck out. Like, dislike, subscribe. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.